Hello, hello, you beautiful soul. So I was having a message coming through today for somebody. Spirit was saying that you might be struggling to express yourself for a fear of hurting another person's feelings. And I was getting this message this morning because, and trust me, I have been here, okay? I've been here, so I could recognize this feeling and could easily translate it and articulate it. And there's this point in our awakening journey, in our process where we learn that we're an empath. We learn that we have this empathy, and we feel compelled and ultimately obligated to transmute these energies, these emotions and feelings for other people, right? Y'all, I'm sweating. 111 as I look up. I'm sweating so hard. I'm like, where did this come from? Sorry. So Spirit was saying that for you right now to stuff your sorries in a sack, right? And drop the fear of feeling. Maybe you have had a fear surrounding feeling for yourself, right? Because you have felt the impact of other people's emotions and their lack of proper containment. And people project things, or they try to hide things. Oh, there's a big hawk. Yay. They try to hide things from themselves and from you, ultimately from themselves. And you can feel that, right? And you feel as though maybe even you are being gaslighted, or something was there about being gaslighted. And Spirit was just saying that as an empath, it can be difficult sometimes to remove yourself, remove your own personal feelings from other people's experience, especially when it's really close to home. And this is where I've struggled. It was a pattern for me actually in my life of trying to protect other people's feelings by not being honest about myself, right? Like I had to learn the hard way. The first, actually two marriages for me. That's how I learned, was not trying to protect someone's feelings and just being honest up front from the jump, right? And for me, I wouldn't want to allow this other person to feel rejected or abandoned or neglected or anything like that. So I, therefore, would internalize that, and I would reject, neglect, and abandon myself, which is not acceptable, right? I had to learn that. So I understand what it's like when something is so close to home and you don't want to hurt the people that are in your life. But it is so important for us to remember that they are not our responsibility. It is not our responsibility to create security inside each person. It is our responsibility to create that security and that sacred containment. I'm going to text within ourselves, for ourselves. We are responsible for ourselves, and we are accountable for ourselves, for how we process our feelings, right? Like we don't bypass our feelings. We don't gaslight ourselves into believing that our feelings don't matter because other people's are more important, or theirs or need to be protected more than yours. No. Mama's like, you're protecting someone else's feelings over your own? Spirit's like, why? That's a choice that we need to make. There's something about right now, something is happening that is so much bigger than people's feelings. Right? There are huge things happening right now that people's feelings are getting in the way. Right? Your feelings might be getting in your way. Like, stuff all of those feelings, all of those sorries into a sack, remove them. That doesn't mean that you don't care for people. Yes, you can care for people. But the best way that you can truly show or teach is to lead by example. You show people what it looks like to respect oneself. You show what it looks like to honor oneself. Allow your feelings to come up and keep going. I know some people right now, I could feel in the collective, are struggling to release themselves from being responsible or being held accountable for other people in their lives. It is very difficult to remove yourself, to detach from the outcome of other people's paths, but their path and their walk with God, with Source, with the universe, with consciousness is theirs to walk. It is not yours, right? And so we're being called right now to have faith in ourselves and in everybody else. It's not our job to worry. If you're worrying about somebody, or if somebody is worrying about you, it is not a reflection of a lack of ability. It is a reflection of your faith. It is a test of your faith. Do you have faith in your ability to walk your walk with integrity and to stay in your lane while simultaneously having faith in everybody else's walk and their ability? I got to sit with Mama over the summer. Oh man, this was wild, right? We were in the arena, in this arena, and she was right in the center, like right in the center. And she went around and called, and she's been doing this for a while now. But this last time over the summer, she sat in every direction. I'm talking about in, out, up, down, side to side, all around, every direction. She called out distortion. She called out parasitic entities. She called out any being that was pushing fear and not promoting unconditional love and sovereignty. Ooh, that was a chilling experience to sit with her and do that, because she wasn't playing. And you know dang well, whenever Mama shows up, like Mama showed up in the middle of the arena, like chancla in her hand, talking about everybody sit down. Everybody sit down. Everybody sit your ass down. All of y'all. She was for real. Everything bowed to her. It took a minute. There was a little bit of commotion. There was some tantrum throwing. There was some tantrum throwing. There was some little hissy fit throwing baby energies that really was not wanting to sit down and listen to Mama, because they knew what time it was. And what time was it? It was time for her to pass out mirrors for everyone to reflect upon. She said, sit your ass down and you better fix your eyes. Fix your eyes on this mirror, right? She said, feast your eyes upon your own energy, your own reflection. She was like, we're done. We're done pointing fingers. We're done projecting. We're done deflecting. Right now is a time to reflect. Each and every soul, each and every being here now has an opportunity to reflect and correct whatever they feel so led to correct. She was not playing. She was not playing. And I do a lot of personal work with spirit, with mama, with papa in the astral realm, and I don't always feel led to share everything. But this today I felt led to share because I had talked about there being kind of like a time lapse of the work that we do in the astral realm and then when it is made manifest. And I can tell you right now, the time is now. Mama has gotten or is in the process of getting everybody's attention. Like, I don't think there is a soul here, there is not a being here that don't know mama is here. She's here. She's here. And she's got my attention. I can tell you that. And I've been looking in the mirror. So I'll sit here. I will sit pretty and reflect all day on my image. 1111 as I look up. You guys, being an empath is such an incredible gift, but it is not something to be weaponized against us. What better way for the enemy to keep you capped, keep you in this savior complex, than to trick you into thinking that your empathy is to be used to enable another, to transmute for another. No, no, sir. It is made for us. I love you. Mama's serious. Mama's serious right now. Spirit is serious right now. God, the Father, the Mother, Christ, Magdalene, Sophia, all this all this energy is like amped right now. So I love you. You're beautiful and you're worthy and you're needed and you're amazing and you're wanted and you can do this.